Hello, and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today we're looking at the energies that are going on for the 10th and the 11th of February. As always, I'm going to refer throughout this reading to someone, and it's completely up to you as to whether or not you're identifying with being that someone, or if you recognize that as another person that you're dealing with instead, okay? Any result that comes out of tarot, it is completely within your power to change, because you absolutely do have free will and you do have the ability to manifest, okay? Right, so your first card out is the Mountain in the reverse, and this one says major challenges to overcome. Now it's in the reversed position, which for me, it feels like an old situation that has been resolved. For all intents and purposes, it has been resolved, is being dragged back up again, okay? It feels like something is working its way back. It's almost like someone is deliberately forcing a past issue to come to the surface, right? It doesn't feel like the energy is making sense, because the reason behind someone dragging this up is nonsensical, okay? You've got the Carriage, a journey either physical or mental. Now that one, it didn't come out totally off center, okay? It's kind of stuck in between. So I do feel that the energy, it doesn't make sense because something is stuck or someone is stuck. Someone doesn't want to move on, okay? I feel that someone is quite possibly trying to punish another individual by not wanting to move on. Okay, I feel like someone here is possibly holding on to grudges. And you also have the handshake that did come out off center. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay, so this could be a situation to do with an individual that you don't know very well. There could be multiple different people involved with this situation. Okay, there could be jealousy here that's going on. Maybe a situation where someone is afraid of you getting too involved with this stranger, but we need to find out more, and we'll find out more when we pull the tarot. Okay, can we have one more card? Random. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something that you did in the past. There we go again. Past energy is really taking the spotlight with this read. It really is. Okay. We need to find out more about this stranger. We're also seeing with this energy something that you put into motion a while ago is now starting to pick up speed. Okay, this could be some type of investment with the mention here of financial gain. You could have invested in something in the recent past, thought, oh well, you know, that's a waste of time, I'm just going to abandon that, I'm just going to leave it. It's starting to it's starting to pick up speed. Okay, you're going to start to see an interest here from something that you've already invested in the past. There's the tiny possibility here that someone could be getting offered their old job back as well. Okay, now whatever your own personal feelings are about that, that's personal for you. Do not shoot the messenger. Okay, it's a really bad idea to take things personally in a general read, and it's an even worse idea to take out your temper, your pain, and the fact that you're hearing something you don't want to hear out on the reader. Okay, that's like really dumb. So however you feel about that, that's your own private business. Okay, someone, and I could just be speaking to like one person here, is being offered their old job back. So if you've recently been laid off, like unfair dismissal type situation, okay, then I'm speaking to you. All right. I'm not speaking to the person who vehemently hates their last workplace or boss or employer or something like that. And, you know, when you left that situation, all bridges were burned. Okay, I'm definitely not speaking to you. So don't freak out. Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm speaking to someone here who has been unfairly dismissed. And it's them who are being offered this job back. I'm seeing a situation where somebody didn't have all of the information. Okay. Or someone should have known you better and they treated you like a stranger. And they actually know you better than that. Okay. They should have known better. There's also with this dolphin, and I know it doesn't say it on the card, but dolphins are incredibly sociable animals. So there could be a situation here that does actually involve multiple different people or multiple different players, okay? Multiple different situations here. I do feel that someone is potentially taking on more than what they should be at this point in time, and it's causing them a lot of stress. And if you are the one that's taking on way more than what you are supposed to be, you're going to need help, okay? You're going to need to recruit others to help you out. Right, so let's take a look at this past issue with the mountain in reverse. Past issue. What's this past issue? For our collective, please. For the 10th and the 11th of February. Well, okay. Really lazy energy attached to whatever card this one is. 10 of Swords, off center, and it's lazy energy, yeah. I feel someone jumped on the bandwagon in the past. Now this could have been distant, like long distant past. This could have been more recent past for some of you, okay? Again, use your discernment. This is someone being very, very lazy. They jumped on the bandwagon when they should have known you better. This is pain. This is betrayal. This is ending of a situation. This is someone feeling absolutely at a loss. Okay, 10 of Swords. It's like, wow, I thought I knew these people and I thought they knew me better. I never thought for a single second that they would do that to me. And yet they did, didn't they? 10 of Swords off center. They were very lazy with it. This energy, as I say, I made the point of saying this energy makes no sense at the start of the reading for lots of different reasons, okay? It makes no sense because others jumped on a bandwagon without thinking for themselves. They didn't use their discernment. They didn't use their better judgment. They saw one person being hated on and they all piled on. They all jumped in, they all chipped in, they all had something to say, they all had a part to play. All of them. And that was devastating for you. If I'm reading for you, then it was devastating for you. This is the situation, this is the past situation that is currently being dragged up yet again. I don't know if it's being dragged up by you or dragged up by someone else. I don't know. All I can tell you is someone's dredging it all back up again. Someone's looking at it all again. Someone's analysing it all again. Someone's trying to figure out where everything went wrong. Who did what happened where, when, how, who was all involved. Okay? Again, it could be you. Because, again, dolphin, they are associated not just with being sociable, but they are associated with peace. Okay, I know that that's quite different from the actual animal dolphin. If anyone knows anything about dolphins, if you know, you know. They can be little terrors, but that's by the by. Spiritually, they're associated with being sociable and peace. Okay, so someone's trying to make peace with this situation. This is 10 of Swords here, please, for our collective. King of Swords. There could be an air sign involved. You could be the air sign. An air sign could have been the leader of this pylon. Okay. This one, this is a very stern energy. Okay. King of Swords. That's a truth speaker. That's someone incredibly analytical. That's someone who is really looking at all of the evidence. I feel that this King of Swords, whoever they are, is observing everything and everyone around them. They are on this quest of truth. Okay, what's this carriage off center for our collective, please? Queen of Pentacles, very grounded, realistic, practical, a hard worker. Someone's a hard worker. There's a hard worker here who has been unfairly treated. Okay. Someone who is making very good progress. Someone possibly who is making very good money. Stopped in their tracks. Because remember, we're clarifying the carriage that's halted. Okay. It's either come to a stop or it's going in reverse. So someone was doing really well for themselves. Maybe even making long-term plans as well. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, that's someone who takes great pride and great joy in their work. Whatever it is that they're doing, they put their heart and their soul into it. This is someone who has an appreciation for nature, prefers to work with nature. You can see she's literally making a pot out of clay. Clay comes straight from the earth. This is someone who respects people, respects themselves, respects nature. This is someone who is not wasteful. Okay. Whoever that Queen of Pentacles is or was, their progress was halted. 10 of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles took on quite a lot, which again, really strange because I've already channeled that particular message about how someone has been or was taking on far more work than what they should have been. They were taking on far more responsibilities than what time would allow. Okay. Again, 10 of Wands can indicate that delegation is needed. Help is needed. Okay. This is someone who is potentially or was on the brink of collapse. They were being pushed. They were being pushed over the limit. Okay, this is someone who is being overloaded. What's this handshake off center for our collective, please? 5 of Swords, competition. Competition. There's a really weird energy that's coming from this card, and it feels like damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's almost like someone was accusing you of being lazy, which is weird because we can already clearly see how pushed to the limit someone was, and they were being accused of being lazy, taking on responsibilities of others and still being accused of being lazy. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. What's this 5 of Swords? What's that one there? 7 of Swords. Wow. Somebody was being less than honest. Now, I don't want to go for the low-hanging fruit and say this person was jealous and that's why they initiated this pile-on, but I can't ignore that that's a very real possibility either. Because the Five of Swords with the Seven of Swords is a bully. And why do people tend to bully others? Usually because they're jealous, because they see the person that they're bullying as being a threat. This is very sneaky energy. This is a strategic bully. A strategic bully. This is someone clearly wearing a mask, presenting themselves as one thing and in reality is quite another, which again is a really interesting thing to say when you look at that Five of Swords. It's a fox trying to be one of these pigeons. It's a fox trying to fly. Now, normally, by itself, that would just be a trier. That would be someone wanting to take the risk, someone wanting to be adventurous. In this combination, though, that is an individual pretending to be someone that they are not. As clear as day. Someone let this fox in the chicken coop. Someone let the fox in the chicken coop. And the fox did what foxes do, and that's a metaphor. And they have absolutely decimated whatever this environment is that this has been taking place in. They've decimated it for selfish reasons. Very selfish reasons. Tell us more for that one, please. I don't know what the meeting with the stranger specifically has got to do with any of this, but it ties in. Page of Wands. I feel you could be on the brink of meeting a stranger who is actually going to help you, who is going to help you to process everything, who is going to help you to start healing from the trauma that this situation has created. With the Page of Wands, that's such an exciting energy. It can indicate an exciting new path. Pages are new stages. But I feel that your experience here that I've been describing has left an emotional scar where you don't know anymore if you can trust anybody. And so meeting this stranger who is kind, who is helpful, who is really upbeat, you know, you might initially be suspicious of them. Because of the damage that this experience has done, you might well be suspicious of this stranger, that this new person who arrives on the scene. This is someone who is strange, because I want to say what this is without using flowery language, because I cannot abide flowery language, you know. But this is someone who is genuinely going to make you laugh. And what is it they say? Laughter is a fantastic healer. Okay. And it might have been a while since you laughed. But I am feeling such a gentle, fun, encouraging energy coming off of this one. Might be a fire sign, it doesn't have to be. It's just someone who is energetic, who is genuinely a nice person, a free thinker, the one that stands out from the rest. Maybe this is the one person who didn't go along with whatever rhetoric was being thrown around about you. They stand out like a sore thumb. For good reason. Very good reason. Where's this dolphin? Where's this dolphin for our collective, please? The financial gain coming from something that our collective, thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Fortune favors the brave. This is fate, karma, destiny. This is things moving in the right direction. This can also be the karma bus. This is very good fortune. Lady Luck smiling at you. What else can you tell us for the Wheel of Fortune? There's a good result here, 10 of Cups in the upright. One of the apex cards. Emotional fulfillment. Completion. Harmony being restored here. It's peace. It's an idyllic energy. Emotional fulfillment, if I haven't already said that. I might have done. This is everything falling into place. This is you finally healing the wound that this situation left. This is you finally being able to envision a beautiful future. And this is you living that beautiful future. The Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Cups. Like, are you kidding me? It's the best outcome you could have ever possibly have hoped for. That's what's manifesting here. Yeah, 2 of Wands and death. Change, permanent change. 2 of Wands, that's picking a new path, picking a new direction. This is you considering all of your options. This is you choosing to move through that metaphorical doorway that's right in front of you. This is you continuing to move forward. This is you choosing not to be dragged back into this old energy, old story, old timeline, old situation, whatever this is. You're not going back there. There's a complete renewal here that's available to you. This Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups energy, that is your brand new beginning. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So if this is about a job or an old workplace, you've got a better job here in your energy. Much better. Much nicer environment, much nicer people. An environment that actually celebrates you rather than tries to step all over you and pull you down. 8 of Pentacles can indicate that you know your worth now. You know your value. You know who is for you and who is not. You know what is worth your efforts. 8 of Pentacles is self-improvement. It's working hard. It's paying attention to all of the little details. It's you keeping your standards high. It's you not allowing any past mistakes to hold you back. And that can include mistakes of trusting the wrong people. Guidance, the King of Winter. It's the King of Swords energy. Knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. So not getting dragged into the emotion of this situation, or not allowing others to use your emotions against you. That would be called manipulation. Get advice from someone professional and objective. So that could be a lawyer, a solicitor, okay, anyone like that. An advisor. This can also indicate public speaking and unemotional relationships. So it's keeping certain individuals, not all individuals, but keeping certain individuals at an arm's length. And if this is about work, then it's learning on how to separate work from private life. And not mixing the two, not blending the two. Because that is seemingly when a lot of drama can kick off. Okay. This is using this experience, using the knowledge gained from this experience to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen again. Right, let's see if we can uplift that energy by using one of the cheeky decks. I can't remember what this deck is called. I think it's Spiritual AF or something like that. It's a very old deck. But it's one of those cheeky decks, so you might get swearing in it. You didn't actually get swearing in that one. I'm going to pill you another one. One of these is going to have swearing in it. If you don't like swearing, just don't listen, okay? Right, the power of meow. Activate per mantra. Yep. The power of staying in the moment, okay? Here's the thing. And now it does say women, so I'm going to make it more inclusive, and I'll just change the word woman to person, okay? A wise person once said, fuck this shit, and they lived happily ever after. Seriously. Yeah. Let these people get on with whatever sad shit they've got going on in their own lives. Okay? You can't control them. You can't control what they say, what they do, what they think of you. You can't control how involved you're going to get in it, though, okay? Their attitudes is not your problem. It really isn't. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. My website for personal readings is phoenixkeiatarot.com. My Patreon page is going to be the place to go for all of the free bonus content. And my links to everything that I've mentioned, you can find all of that in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.